Okay, people. So, as promised, you know what I mean? Because hey, the Raindance coverage got a little bit scrambled, but you know what I mean? We sprinkle in a little bit something special, and that special thing is the young, the talented Sharmay Mitchell. Sharmay, welcome to the podcast. Thank you for stopping by. Mad appreciate it. So, listen,
Thank you very much for inviting me.
Hey, no worries at all. I appreciate the time. But amongst all the things that you've been doing, and it looks like you've been doing a lot, you had a little short playing at the Raindance.
I did.
You know what I mean?
I did. It was a stop motion short, only 5 minutes long.
Hey, you know, it's not always about
that I made last year.
Yeah. I mean, hey, stand up and applause. Well done for that. Well done for that. And it's called The Foxes. Right? So
yeah, the characters are called the Foxes, but the actual thing is called She Left Me.
I thought that was chapter 2's title, but that's cool.
So yeah, the actual episode is called She Left Me, but the characters are called the Foxes.
So where did this idea come from? You know what I mean? To mess around with foxes rather than humans.
I like animals. I like creating little plasticine characters. And in 2020, I did a stop motion online course run by Inanimators, and they were teaching people how to make stop motion videos. And part of that was to come up with a project at the end where all the people who were on the course had to make something short. So I ended up making a video about foxes. It was supposed to be a video about something else, but then
oh, we are having technical. Man, Wi-Fi can be such a pain in the caboose at times, but you know, I'm sure Sharmay will be with us shortly and fill us in on that whole fox situation. Yeah, we lost you, kid. So you were saying you did the stop motion course and you did the foxes piece. Because I thought the end of your course was wrapping dinos. So all right, so it was foxes actually.
So I did do wrapping dinosaurs, but then I also had the idea of the foxes. I had a few ideas at the same time, but it was that stop motion course that kind of inspired me wanting to make more stop motion videos. But yeah, I also did the dinosaur.
So, like, what was it about stop motion? What attracted you to that medium? Was it anything like, you know, the great Harry Hasselhoff? I always mess up his last name, but you know what I mean. Sinbad, Eye and the Tiger, Clash of the Titans, Jason and the Argonaut, classic films. And you got Wallace and Gromit, obviously. You know what I mean? But like, what was it that drew you to stop motion?
So a friend of mine, her nephew made a stop motion video using a free app on his mum's phone, and she showed it to me, and I was like, wow, if a 6-year-old can make this, what can I make out of it? So I decided to download the app. It's called Stop Motion Studio, and anyone can download it for free, and it basically allows you to take lots of different frames and just make your own stop motion video. And it was pretty simple to do. You just need lots of patience. And so that was what mainly inspired me to do that. But I also, I like the film Isle of Dogs.
Wes Anderson? Was that Wes?
Sorry?
Was that Wes Anderson?
I don't know who made it. I'm sorry, I'm really bad with who made films. I didn't even know the maker of Wallace and Gromit until someone told me like a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, I'm not particularly inspired by things that were on screen. I was inspired by a 6-year-old.
Hey, that's all good. Hey, did you give him a shout out in the credits?
I
Oh
didn't.
my God. Yeah, take
I'm
an
shouting him out
idea from a
now.
6-year-old and you don't shout them out? From the mouth of babes, indeed.
Well, you know, I'm shouting him out now. My friend's nephew.
Right, let's just hope that little man does not get a lawyer. No, fingers crossed and all that. All right, so.
Well, I didn't plagiarize anything. It was just the overall idea.
Okay, all right, we'll go with that story. It's cool. All right, so you did the Fox short for your course, and did you build on that story for this, or is this completely new from that? And she's frozen again, but very intriguing, right? I didn't know there was a stop motion act, people.
I didn't hear what you just said because I disappeared for
Yes, you did.
30 seconds.
So no,
and I
I
couldn't
was
hear
just
you.
wondering. So did this come from that project at the end of the course, or is this something new with those Fox characters?
So it was at the end of the course. And I just anyway. So I decided at the end of the course I wanted to make more of the Fox videos. So I think I've made about 4 or 5 different episodes involving the Fox now. And I have lots of ideas to make more of them, but I just don't have time at the moment because it takes such a long time to make the stop motion videos. I don't know if you could hear me again. I can see you again now.
Yeah, no, we can hear you. It's all good. So how much time does it actually take?
How much time does it take?
Mm-hmm.
It takes...
Boy, either she's thinking, or I think Sharmay is frozen again, people. But, you know, we will have her back shortly to fill this in. All right, so you froze. And yeah, we were wondering if it just was taking you a long time to think how long it took, or if yeah.
Oh no, I was talking, but I couldn't see you, so I didn't know whether you could actually hear me or not.
No.
Okay, you can hear me now.
You're golden now.
Okay.
All right. So how long did it take?
So usually an episode takes about a weekend to make, and I'll usually work like straight through the weekend. I only use natural light because I haven't figured out how to use proper lights yet, because it just looks weird when I have a light on the characters.
Boy, the internet is not feeling us right now, people, which yeah, it's a little frustrating, but I feel this is very interesting, right? And I think you're getting the gist when we get Sharmay back. Hey, you're back.
Okay. I disappeared again for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Does this happen all the time?
No, it's just your internet. It's killing us.
Okay. Oops. Oh dear.
It's all right. You know
what I mean? So yeah, it takes about a weekend to make and edit, because I have to like take lots and lots of different photos and then move the characters a tiny bit and then take another photo, same thing again and again and again. And I always take more frames than I need so that I can delete and get rid of things, rather than having to watch it through and find that I haven't got enough frames, because it would be impossible to put the characters back exactly the same places. So it does take a long time, but it depends how long the video is going to be, and also how many frames per second I use as well. I usually use, I think, 12 frames per second.
Okay. Now, Do you have to take the photos with the app?
Can you hear me? Because
Oh, we were just getting into it. We're just getting into it, people. But we will have her back shortly. So it's a bit like stop motion, this, isn't it? Oh dear, oh dear. But yeah. Oh, yes. Okay.
I'm back.
You are. So I was just asking, do you have to use the app
Yes.
to take the photos, or do you use something else and upload the photos to the app?
So yeah, I have to take the photos in app. It won't let me bring photos from outside the app into the app. So the app is open while I'm taking photos. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. Now, when you're conceiving the story, do you storyboard it? Or are you just, writing out with notes, or is because it's you doing it all, it's just stored up in the cranium, as it were?
So no, I usually do have a storyboard just so that I know roughly what I want to do, and also that lets me know roughly how long it's going to take as well, and how many scenes I'm going to have, and what props I'm going to need to create, so that I can get all of that done at the beginning, and I don't have to stop halfway through and then make something, because usually I'm working against the light. So I start as soon as there's natural light, and I keep going for as long as I can, and then I edit in the evening.
Okay. Oh, that's cool. Now, where did this particular story come from? What made you conceive this?
So the She Left Me story, usually my ideas just come out of the blue randomly. I've always got lots of different ideas for stories that I want to write, and I think maybe this one was probably relating to just wanting to have something funny, because I like making funny stories. I don't actually remember how I had the idea. I just had the idea, and I quickly wrote it down in my phone, and then I did the storyboard for it, see what it would look like, because it was just all in my head. So I got it down quickly on paper. But yeah, I don't think there was a specific thing that made me think, oh, let me write about that. The idea just popped into my head, and I wrote it down quickly.
I was wondering if you'd been jilted by a fox in the past, something like that, you know what I mean? But, no, that's cool.
No,
the big question is,
I've been followed by foxes.
Now, can a fox really bite through a Kevlar vest? That's the question everyone wants to know.
Well, they must be able to, because my foxes said they could. There's only one way to find out. You're gonna have to go and put on a Kevlar vest and find a vicious fox to attack you.
I'm not sure I want to do that.
I'm sure if you found like a rabid fox, you'd have the opportunity.
All right, yeah, maybe a nighttime mission. I don't know. Stay tuned, people. Dear, oh dear. God damn you, Wi-Fi. It's just really killing the flow. But hey, it's fun, right, people? This is fun. And yeah, young Mitchell is interesting. It's interesting to learn this process, because you don't always think about this. And we've had a lot of, live action peoples up talking about their films. So we get to talk about a little something different, a different media. And that is always fun. So hopefully we should have her freeze again shortly, and we can find out about some other stuff. But yeah, she's gone. It's crashed. Let's see if we can continue this. If not, still interesting. All right, people, stay tuned.